He was honest with his grandfather. He publicly criticized Kim Il-sung's policies by saying, no. Kim Il-sung in North Korea. Kim Jong-il. In fact, it is equivalent to the leader of a kind of quasi-religious group. Criticism of predecessors. It can be seen that Kim Jong-un broke the taboo. I am Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. It's not a successor, it failed and I. Kim Jong-un is the new creator of the system. And Kim Joo-hai is the first crown princess starting from me. This. It can be estimated from the picture. Throw away the image of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il as leaders. And the idolization of the leader centered around Kim Jong-un. Entering the stage of structural reorganization. There he is. Hello everyone. Jong-un TV Live starts today. Now, Kim Jong-un is strange these days. Kim Jong-un in North Korea. Kim Il-sung. Kim Jong-il. In fact, it is equivalent to the leader of a kind of quasi-religious group. But Kim Il-sung. Kim Jong-un publicly criticized what? There are no limits, nothing was done. Who, the foundation of his grandfather's land power. Ruler. Where did Kim Jong-un go to say that he did nothing? Beef factory in early February. So, we went to a livestock farm now. What I said when I went to the livestock farm. Kim Il-sung announced the name Nongchun-tej in 1964. In 1964. What this means is Kim Il-sung's grand plan to modernize Nongchun. However, if you go here, it's called Samgang Livestock Farm. Go to North Pyongyang province and go to Samgang Livestock Farm. What is a farm? Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. In a kind of family. The kind that makes and eats meat products. It's a factory, but we expanded it a bit. We expanded and went there and now have a breakfast ceremony. But this is what I said when I went to Samkwang Livestock Farm. To my grandfather. They say they will create waste material in Nongchun and develop Nongchun. But honestly, I didn't do anything. He openly criticized Kim Il-sung's policies. Comrade Jayong-chunian, this is something to be done. This is Inya. Yangseong Machinery Joint Enterprise Phase 1. It is a Chinese style, but at this time, Yang Sung-ho was called on site. Deputy Prime Minister in charge of machinery industry. He was dismissed from the scene and asked to please walk away. Therefore, Kim Jong-un's actions recently are very extreme. The fact that he insulted his grandfather was extremely extreme. It's unusual and this is now. This is the Samgang Livestock Farm I mentioned. This is what I said when I went here. To be honest, I didn't do anything. So, nothing has been done since 1964. He did it. I'm talking about Sangbak's farm. It can be seen that Kim Jong-un broke the taboo of criticizing his predecessors. Kim Jong-un now. So, in the case of Kim Jong-un, the father. After the death of Kim Il-sung, after the death of Yoo-won. Because it was a reign, my father went on vacation for 3 years. It was only after 4 years had passed that Yoo-won's reign was broken. So, Kim Il-sung stood alone for a long time. Because it's difficult to stand alone. But Kim Jong-hyun. Ancestral ancestors. I have now changed it to the object of challenge. So what is the strategy? In the end, I'm doing well. I restored the system that originally failed. It seems a bit like a strategy. So, to what extent now? Looking at the current strategy, in the beginning it is now. As Baekdu fever. Successors. If you print it out to establish the phase, you are now taking over the fleet. That's me. Kim Il-sung is not the successor to Kim Jong-il. It failed, and the Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il regime is now. That's the flow. I am the new founder of the Kim Jong-un regime. I no longer have a successor. No, it is a new dynasty that begins with me. And Kim Joo-hee. She is the first crown princess starting from me. It can be estimated from this picture. So, previously Kim Jong-un. Initially, Kim Il-sung created the system. Kim Jong-il took over the reign of Yuanja, and I am the successor. This is my existing. If it was a narrative, what is the recent trend? Sisa starts from me. So Kim Il-sung is a failed designer. Then the original. We designed a system that was bound to fail. Kim Jong-il only managed that failure. By the way, I am redesigning this system to be the great Kim Jong-un system. It starts with me. A flow towards this narrative appears. Shall we see? Kim Il-sung, the solar orbiter now inspected from behind. There is a mummy of Kim Jong-il, and it is a huge statue. Yo. This. There are some pictures that I want to stand in the center of. A few now. If you look at it, you will see that this is a movie that idolizes Kim Il-sung, the son of the nation. Therefore, in North Korea, Kim Il-sung is the sun. Sun, that's why Kim Il-sung's birthday is called the Day of the Sun. These important words. And Kim Jong-il is a bright star. So the sun is my grandfather. Kim Jong-il is a star. So Kim Jong-il is dead. I've never been the sun until. The son of the nation was Kim Il-sung alone. But something interesting happened. Ruler. In this, April 15th, 2022 April 15th is Kim Il-sung's birthday. What does this say? It is an aspect of labor spirit, and it is written as the Day of the Sun. Day of the Sun, when is the requirement? It will be Sero again in 2023. This. What does it say? The fortunes of the nation and the fate of humanity are the same. It's just that the Day of the Sun is only up and down. The Day of the Sun came out, but look at this next time. When is the requirement? It is 2024. National. Because it was an auspicious event, the Day of the Sun was missed. Yes, it is Sero. Between, the Sun Festival was erased. I erased my grandfather's sun. Requirements April 2025. It's the 15th. What's here too? Ah. This doesn't exist either. Now, the guy who did it like this before. This big decoration is 2025. I had it for 4 years and only the quality of the sun disappeared. Last year, this auspicious name completely disappeared. It's just a relationship. Between. So this is the 3rd year. It's already been 2 years. It's no coincidence that we coined the term solar festival. Yes. It's no coincidence, and now the sun is gone. At the same time, Kim Jong-il said, "Don't be mysterious, don't be mysterious." And then they made a sun festival. I'll show you again. There is a solar festival in 2022. Between. Now there is a sun in 2023. Sleep between. The sun will disappear in 2024, and we will just remain as a society. Also, last year, we celebrated something like this. There was no atmosphere, and I just wrote it dry. So the sun. I grabbed it.so, don't be mysterious about the leader. So, don't trust your grandfather. Don't say that because it's the sun, then. Now you can say that it's a normal country. The problem is that you are Taeyong now. Let's see. This is August 15th, 2025. Ruler. 2025. It was erased here during the time of Seho and Taeyang Jail. Kim Il-sung only appeared as Seho. However, let's try the sun ourselves. When is August 15th in Juche Joseon? It's Liberation Day. He is the great son of Juche Joseon. Jong-un and the first compatriot's freedom speech. Dear father, Kim Jong-un, this is a letter sent by the young man. On the sphere. What did you write slightly? It means they didn't use it. It was written by young man Cho. Kim Jong-un is called the great son of Juche Joseon. A movie depicting the sun appears. Whose name is here? Empty. This was done by young man Cho. Didn't I do it? Anyway. The great son of Juche Joseon. Now, Kim Jong-il has never once called himself the son of Juche Joseon. I've never written a word, and here's the great Iran. Big.O. Is this a coincidence? I was surprised to see this too. This is good news for Joseon. It's only Kim Il-sung, but what about this? This was caught on screen on Korean Central Television. What does this say? Before. It was a letter from young man Cho. Right, this is not it. This is chosen Central Television. It's in the background of the screen. What's written on these buildings? Long live General Kim Jong-un, son of Joseon. I already wrote it. When was this? In 2023-24. I took a screenshot of the screen that already appeared. It comes again. Long live General Kim Jong-un, the son of Juche Joseon on another building. So, the son of Juche Joseon, which even his father Kim Jong-un did not dare to use. Grandfather. Take away the sun. Kim Il-sung is the sun. My father is a bright star and I am. It wasn't, it was nothing, but I received it. Don't be mysterious. I'm writing this. I'm using Jokyungrin. A little bit and then here and there. I'm writing it now. So, the son is no longer Kim Il-sung, but has become Kim Jong-un. Ruler. Then I'll go back to the beginning. Ruler. I went to Samkwang livestock farm and said something, but honestly, I didn't do anything. He criticized Kim Il-sung's reign, 1964 Tej, and criticized the predecessors without hesitation. While doing this, I am now a former ancestor. Gwangmyeong Day falls on February 16th this year. It's next week. It's the Lunar New Year holiday next week. February 16th is Kim Jong-il. It's my birthday, 216. This is how Jeongmae and Seong's relationship is now. However, the term has now been changed to the 216 celebration banquet. Gwangmyeong also last year. I haven't used it for several years now. If you look at it that way, what I said, it is changing from a Kim Il-sung-centered system to a Kim Jong-un-centered system. Therefore, although it was written that it was a crack in the Susinghwa system, cracks in the leader idolization system, it's not a crack. It's in the leader's place. There is a trend in which Kim Jong-un is dethroning Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-un is moving up. That is, now, after criticizing the previous generation for its boldness, the one who erases even the term Day of the Sun, it can be seen as the background to the flow. So, now in the successor, a reinventor of the system, and new founder. As I said, I am reducing and deleting the expressions for the Day of the Sun and the Day of Light. Mural. From the poster, images of Kim Jong-un alone are increasing. So, the existing leader was Kim Il-sung. If you come to Kim Jong-il and Kim Jong-un, then you are Kim Il-sung. The image of Kim Jong-il as leader is, throw it away and leader Kim Jong-un. Idolization structure centered around leader Kim Jong-un. We are entering a phase where the idolization structure is being reorganized with a Kim Jong-un-centered system. You can see it like this. Ruler. After the Lunar New Year next week, I will attend the 9th Vice President's Convention. We already announced that it would be held in the latter half of the year. There now. This part 1 mentioned is another point to watch. 2. How much is centered around the Kim Jong-un-centered system? Will we create more narratives? That's the point to watch. Even my grandfather, Kim Jong-un, criticizes without hesitation. Even Sambeep. I did some research. Yes. Everyone, I explained it to you back then. Yes, in the era of Mother Chrysanthemum. Global, in fact, global labor management is also being addressed here. Oh, already. There was a view and there was a gust of wind. In fact, to some extent already in this book. Japan in a global trend. I don't mean to criticize you, but it's wrong. I told you a little bit, but I hope you guys support me. Thanks to what's in the beginning. I don't think the flow is bad. First of all, there was an issue with Kyobo when it came to saying it was the best. Yes. Thank you, and it would be of great help to you if you read carefully. There is